That's
People think I only cut Paul off at the end of the show. Before we start too.
it's just listen. The thought that you might be tired of the sound of my voice has not escaped me. That you actually have some way to turn it off is a superpower. That I'm sure others I know wish they had.
Speaking of superpowers, if you want to use your superpowers in the Halo, you're not going to be doing it on the couch next to you, which is disappointing. And you're also not going to be doing it unless you're willing to sign up for an insider program. But in July, you can replay missions and play with your buddies. If
2 years ago, we thought they were going to deliver Halo Infinite, and 1 year ago we thought they were going to deliver Halo Infinite, and 1 year ago they delivered some of it.
Yeah.
It amuses me how slow this is.
Very.
How just the addition of things just on this real slow boil. On the other hand, I mean, I guess you could make the argument that they're keeping the game kind of evergreen in a sense. It wasn't a strategy, it's just they fell into it. But yeah. Anyway, I'm glad it's finally happening. I know I'm making lemonade here. I don't know what I'm saying, but
it's Friday. It's a holiday weekend.
It is blisteringly hot outside, which is why I look the way I look. Just walk the dog. Every morning this week so far, you kind of open the windows and the doors. It's beautiful out. And this morning I opened the front door and I was like, "Oh,
yeah,
like what happened here?
Yeah,
it's gonna be a scorcher."
Like, you doing all right, nature? And it's like, no, really not. And then it's
in fact, we'd be better off if you just left. You have any plans? Other planets, maybe?
Your Venus is nice this time of the orbit.
It's about the same now.
I don't know if also hitting their 6:30 deadline, right on track for a Microsoft fiscal year coming to an end. You can now get the Samsung Gaming Hub, Hub. That's twice I've done that today. Samsung Gaming Hub on your specific 2022 TVs, so you can play cloud gaming on these devices if you so desire.
And not just cloud gaming, right? It's other game streaming services. I don't remember the list. I think GeForce Now might have been on there. And I know Luna, the Amazon service, is coming. I don't remember if Stadia was part of it. What else? What other game streaming services are there?
Well, I'm looking at the thing. I can't see. I see
probably
Stadia,
not in the Microsoft.
Xbox, NVIDIA. That might be. I mean, there's.
So it's Stadia. So that's pretty much it, right? Well,
there's the
PlayStation,
Amazon.
whatever PlayStation has, must be coming soon.
Yeah.
Something. I don't know.
And there's So there's, what is the Amazon one? Luna. Lunatic.
Right. Only a lunatic would launch a game streaming service. Yeah, that's cool. Unless you own like a 2021 Samsung.
Yeah, if you just bought.
But I mean, I guess that's the way of things. How old are our TVs? Like, we bought those in.
Yeah, what is this thing?
That's what I'm wondering. Like, that might have been as long ago as 20. Oh
when
my
did we
God!
start
Actually,
this podcast?
Here in 2017. That could be as old as 2015.
Could be. It's still a great TV. It's 4K.
No, I know, but I think about that. That's a long time. I think of this thing as being a few years old.
Oh yeah.
We bought one. Because we got this one for work, and we both did. I mean, and
good to see you still using it.
Stephanie and I turned this thing on. I was like, I brought my wife and kid in, and I said, "Look at this," and they're like, "This is amazing." I'm like, "Right, we're buying one for the living room." And we bought the exact same TV. So I have one in my basement sitting there unused. That was a bit of poor planning on my part. But anyway, the point is, we actually have two of these things. And they're great TVs, but suddenly, this is at least 7 years old.
Yeah,
at least.
It's worked out well. Thin. I remember when we were buying these things, what we were looking for were the TVs with the thinnest bezels we could find that weren't insane. And I mean, you can look at these things; they're about the size of a pencil.
Again, not brand new.
Oh yeah,
those are really thin bezels.
Yeah, I should show you the bezels of the TV we actually watch most of the time upstairs. They are about the size of a Toyota Camry. I mean,
yes, I've had that TV.
That TV we bought when we bought this house, 2009. It's not even an LED. It's the cathode tubes, the cold.
Oh, really? Yeah.
But
it is. Okay.
It's a Samsung.
I had a plasma TV at one point, and that had a burn-in issue, which I was.
Well, it probably also kept your house warm too.
Super happy about that. I like to see the menu all the time, so that worked out nice.
You don't let no guessing involved.
I wonder where that thing is on the menu. Oh, there it is.
Microsoft is also spitting up another. Somebody should do a tracking log of how many insider programs they have. But if you want to get access to family features before they ship them, you can.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, we got off of Halo, but same with Halo. You have to be in one or two insider programs, I think, depending on if you're PC or console. But
yeah,
you'll want to look at the instructions for that if you want to be part of that. It's that's a little convoluted. And then, the family thing you mentioned, I almost riffed on the headline we had on our site, which was, let me just see what it says actually.
It says Microsoft invites parents to join its Family Insider program.
Yeah. Right. So my riff on that on Twitter would have been parents, what's a Microsoft? Like, what world is there where parents of today are turning to Microsoft for parental controls for anything?
Yeah.
Like that's crazy. Like the one little asterisk I would put on that might be Xbox. If there are families with an Xbox, I could see wanting parental controls there from Microsoft, of course. But that's
so I can make an argument here because we use it. So Edge, my daughter has a Surface, like a Surface laptop.
Okay. Oh, well, okay. Sorry.
I get a report that says like what she's looked at, and you can lock some things down.
No, you're okay. I'm sorry. Well, I guess where I was headed with this, and this I think would apply to Windows and Xbox, frankly, is you want that thing from the platform maker. So
right.
If you're using an iPhone or an Android phone or a Mac or a whatever, or Windows PC or an Xbox or a Sony PlayStation console, whatever, like you're going to get the parental controls from there. And I feel like Microsoft has gone back. I've stopped following it, and I got to be honest. Part of it is because my kids are adults. I don't need this, but that's not really it. The truth is, I'm so ambivalent about Microsoft parental controls. I just don't. To me, it's like, what are you doing? Like, what? It just doesn't. This should be part of the platform. So Microsoft has gone back and forth over the years. I'll just say Windows is the obvious example, where sometimes there's stuff in the OS, sometimes it's only in the OS, sometimes there's stuff in the OS, and then they have this cloud thing. And then and you know what they're angling toward is what they're doing with like Defender or any online services, I guess, which is like there'll be a subscription paid version or something. And I'm sorry, like this stuff should just be built into the platform.
Yep.
And we shouldn't be talking about it. It should just be like, this is just a feature of Windows or of the Xbox or whatever. And I kind of just zone out on it now. I don't even understand why they bother.
The other thing I got to figure out, and I don't know if you can do this. Maybe somebody listening knows you can. I would love to be able to, on my daughter's iPad, block her from actually accessing the App Store. It's already set up so she can't buy stuff. Like if she tries to buy anything,
it should just be gone. You should be able to hide that.
Yeah.
Well, by the way, you could do that manually, right? Couldn't you? Well, it would still be there, but
yeah.
No, I guess you can't get rid of it, but you could hide it in App Library.
Find it.
Yeah, I know. The kids are devious.
I've already showed her how to use search, and she's.
Yep. You should be able to do that. Yeah, I agree totally.
So if anybody knows how you can do that, I would actually be willing.
The answer is going to be, Brad, Microsoft Defender will do that for you. Microsoft Family Safety. That'll just completely refuting everything I just said.
Yeah, Windows Defender.
The perfect end cap for that.
Defender on iOS is more of
I'm just kidding.
Like it's what are you doing here? Like to your point, if you want native controls for iOS or Android, you go to the vendor.
They should come from the platform. Yeah. Yep.
So either way, it is. There's no podcast Monday.
Sure. Right. That's true. Like the holiday. Yeah.
Yeah. I got to see. My schedule might be a little. So I'm actually off work next week, but we were talking about going to Cuyahoga Valley National Park, which is in it's in Ohio. It's about 3 hours from here. But the problem is the weather right now looks.
I've never heard of this place.
It's not a Grand Canyon. Let's put it that way.
Is it like a campground kind of a thing?
I mean, it's a national park. There's stuff. I don't know. Never been there. But we were thinking about doing it for like a day. It's like go up at night, hike the next day, and come home and whatever. So we'll see. But the weather right now looks bad.
Yeah.
Yep. We'll find out.
Weather dependent. All right.
Weather dependent. As long as we don't blow our hands up with fireworks.
Can't do it from like the top of a mountain or something. Come on.